Thank you, presenter number 2, Farhanis. Okay, I'd like to begin by introduce myself. My name is Nur Fatiha binti Erman with metric number 33DTM 18F1025. I will present for about 3 graphs, which were bar graph with a title Student Prefer a Different English Lecturer and a pie chart with a title Students' Opinion Towards English Lecturer Doesn't Present Materials in an Interesting Way, and a bar graph with a title Students Look Forward to Spend in English Class. Firstly, I'm going to analyze this bar graph. The title for this bar graph is Students Prefer a Different English Lecturer. Let's now move on to this graph shows the respondents would prefer to have different English lecturer among PTSN students. The y-axis shows the number of respondents. Meanwhile, the x-axis shows the student acceptance. The student acceptance consists in this graph was strongly disagree, moderately disagree, slightly disagree, slightly agree, moderately agree, and strongly agree. The total sum of respondents from PTSN student were 50. If you look at this bar chart, you will notice the bar of slightly disagree was rocketed dramatically than strongly agree by 17 respondents. Furthermore, the graph strongly disagree was having increased minimally than slightly agree by 14 respondents. This because maybe the students prefer the same English lecturer to teach them during classes. Next, the bar graph strongly agree was declined slightly than moderately agree by 1 respondent. In conclusion, to summarize my main points, since the bar of slightly disagree is the highest bar in this chart, it is clear that some of respondents not prefer a different English lecturer. In future, we can probably expect to see most of the students like the English lecturer that already has in PTSN. Let's now move on to the second chart, which is pie chart. This pie chart illustrates the student's opinion towards English lecturer doesn't present materials in an interesting way. Respondents were given 6 options include strongly disagree, moderately disagree, slightly disagree, strongly agree, moderately agree, and slightly agree. According to the pie chart, it can be clearly seen that the majority of respondents have chosen slightly agree, which turned out to be 1/3 than others. Next, moderately disagree and slightly disagree had slightly different with only 2% between the respondents. Only a tenth of respondents chose strongly agree. As a conclusion, the students slightly agree towards the English lecturer doesn't present materials in an interesting way. The title of this bar graph is Students Look Forward to Spend in English Class. This bar graph shows that students look forward to spend in English class among PTSN students. The y-axis displays student opinion. Meanwhile, x-axis shows the number of PTSN students. The y-axis consists of strongly disagree, moderately disagree, slightly disagree, slightly agree, moderately agree, and strongly agree. The total sum of PTSN students were 50. In this graph shown, students don't choose strongly disagree. Besides that, moderately disagree showed that 3 numbers of students and slightly increased to 4 students on moderately disagree. There was dramatically increase on slightly agree, which it was 17 numbers of students and much drop than moderately agree by 10. An additional strongly agree showed that increase than moderately agree, which it was 16 students. To be concluded, students want to look forward to spend more time in English class. That's all for me. I will pass this presentation to Shami.